Welcome back to Southern British Columbia. We're in Langley, about 25 minutes from the American border. But this weekend, it's all about the Canadian juniors on TSN.
I'm feeling like a rock star.
It's the 7th time BC hosting the Canadian Juniors, the first time for Langley and all the action at the George Preston Recreation Center. Coming inside the building, glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Brian Mudryk with you. We're excited for this semifinal. It's Alberta versus Nova Scotia. And since 2014, these provinces have dominated on the women's side. It's either been Nova Scotia or Alberta winning. This week, though, it's been all Manitoba thus far, led by Mackenzie Zacharias, perfect, that 10-0 record, and then Nova Scotia, Taylor Stevens, 8-2. Look at all the teams, though, at 6-4. And that meant tiebreakers, so Abby Marks has been busy. I know Alberta is right next door to BC, but they've taken the long road. 2 tiebreakers. First, they beat Quebec 8-0 last night, and then this morning, it was a 10-3 win to continue their run, and now an opportunity to get to that championship game. Joined by Kathy Gauthier once again, and Abby Marks has experience for Team Alberta. Last year, she won it all, a gold medal, but as a third. This time around, she's skipping, and that's a different dynamic.
Well, it is, and the numbers early on in the week for Alberta showed that, going from 38 to 91%. But as of late, this Alberta team is getting stronger and stronger. The only team so far to test Manitoba.
Abby winning with Selena Sturmey last year. Now she leads the troops. Meantime, Taylor Stevens is a rookie skip out of Nova Scotia, but she has not looked out of place all week long.
Well, she hasn't. She's very comfortable in this environment. Her numbers a little low in the first game, but then they just got really comfortable. And Lindsay Burgess, that's a huge add on this team at third, brings a ton of experience and will relax this entire team.
So all eyes back home in Nova Scotia on Taylor Stevens. Big shoes to fill. Remember the names like Caitlin Jones, Mary Fay. Well, maybe it's time for Stevens to make her mark, taking on Abby Marks. First rock next on TSN.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
The province of BC celebrating 125 years of curling in the province, and these two teams trying to make their own history as we get ready to meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Nova Scotia, out of the Halifax Curling Club, your skip is Taylor Stevens. Third, Lindsay Burgess. Second, Kate Callahan. And lead, Kate Fitzgerald. Alberta, out of the Saville Community Sports Centre in Edmonton, Alberta, your skip is Abby Marks. Your third is Catherine Clifford. Your second is Paige Bapley. And lead, Jamie Scott. During the week, it was Nova Scotia beating Alberta pretty badly. 12-3 was the score, but a new life and a new chance. But because of their record, it is indeed Team Nova Scotia getting the hammer, getting choice of stones. So in our second semifinal of the day, it is Team Alberta and Abby Marks kicking things off. And the lead for Team Alberta is Jamie Scott. And you have to think, Kathy, it's great to be young. I mean, these are young women and they train for this moment, but not one, but 2 tiebreakers, one late last night, one early this morning. They have to find a way to keep the momentum going.
It is an absolute grind at this event. You're trying to pace yourself. You're in different time zones. And Alberta, even though, as you said earlier, it's very close by, you're exhausted when you get here because you've come through provincial championships. You've been curling all season. The ice is thin. It's on concrete. You've got an amazing opportunity to play in an arena, but your legs hurt, your feet hurt, your back hurts. And then you have those extra 2 tiebreakers. But for the Team Alberta, the advantage they have is they're on a roll now and an opportunity to play a very strong Nova Scotia team while they're coming off 2 really quick tie-breaking wins.
Good, Kate. Good shot.
Now this is the style of play that you will see Abby Marks play if she's given the opportunity to. Calls a very conservative game.
Firm. Lead. Yep.
Look at lead Jamie Scott, who is one of the rookies here at Nationals, as is third, Catherine Clifford. But some good experience on this Alberta side. We mentioned off the top, Abby Marks won gold last year with Selena Sturmey as a third. And the second, Paige, she won gold as lead, so she moves up a position. Abby moves up a position as well as they try to go back-to-back and bring some, I guess you could call it youth or some new blood or some
Same weight, 9-5.
young ladies getting some fresh, exciting experience now on the national stage.
Yep. Yep. Clean. Good job. Nice shot, Kate. Good. Medium. Medium. Focus center.
Well, I was watching this team as Canada was playing. They were
Medium.
one
Yep.
win short of hearing that played in Liverpool at the Worlds last year, losing that World final. And you always feel when you lose a final that you have unfinished business. And so for 2 members of this Alberta team would dearly love an opportunity to get back
9-1. Yep.
and this time to win.
Scroll down. You got it, Kate. I think it's similar.
And a little longer trip
Yeah, I think so.
for everyone in Canada. It is in Siberia, the World Juniors in Krasnoyarsk, Russia. And they'll play that at the Crystal Ice Arena. That begins February 15th, 2020, as 2 teams, men's and women's, will represent Canada and try to bring home gold.
Okay. Back 12. Don't want to touch it. Okay. No. No, probably. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's what? 88.
So a little too much speed here for Kate Callahan.
You know, when I talked earlier and we opened the show, Brian, about Alberta's ride, it's been up and down this week. So find that even keel. That 38% isn't going to be good enough. You don't need to play 91, but you need to be elevated as a team. And in terms of the rookie, well, we've got a third here, and she's not playing for the Calder Trophy. That's hockey, but she is up for Rookie of the Year. She's a +7 to a 0 of her opponent. That should put you in really good shape. That means that 7 games so far, not including the tiebreakers, she has outshot the opposing third by at least 5% or more. And in your rookie performance, that's impressive.
Good pitch. Might open the berm up third.
Well, for Taylor Stevens, needs to elevate her game a little bit. 4 games in the 60s and then went to 89 and 95. Again, get back up to those games that you did that and get a big game out of your third, Lindsay. We've already talked about the strength in the third from Alberta. Lindsay has the experience, needs to put the numbers on the board.
Stay close.
Keys to the game brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, soft and absorbent for over 95 years.
Roll the other way. No roll, no roll. Nice shot. Nice shot, Caitlin. Nice shot. Good sequence. Come in firm.
And maybe after playing all these tiebreakers and getting the reps in, Catherine and the other rookie, Jamie, won't even notice these lights and these cameras and that big, massive Jumbotron. When they look up and they can see themselves on the big screen inside of the facility, I'm sure that's a shock to anybody's system for the first time.
It is, but I think that Curling Canada did something really great to help the teams. There is big screens. There are big screens at both ends, and Curling Canada streamed a game a draw. So almost all the teams had an opportunity to be in the arena and see themselves on a big screen, and that is another one of those tools that helps you to prepare for what this will be like when TSN comes in on the weekend and the nerves start to go up. If you've got a sense of comfort from having seen it before, it helps.
Heads on.
When we talked about Alberta's experience on the big stage, well, this young lady brings a lot in Lindsay Burgess. In her third Canadian Juniors, first time at the third position. She won bronze as a lead for Caitlin Jones last year, but that gold medal for Jones in 2018, winning world gold in Aberdeen, Scotland as well as a lead that year. So moving on up in the ranks, more responsibility, if you can put it that way, I suppose, and brings great experience here.
Well, she does, and it's been a very tough year for Lindsay, not only dealing with a new position, but as we'll watch her come out, you'll see a huge brace on her leg. At the end of May, in a really freak incident, both her and her cousin, Carly Burgess, who we'll see with Manitoba tomorrow, both went out with ACL and meniscus tears in the same soccer game. Lindsay went down and Carly went down shortly after. There's that brace, and so had to adjust her delivery. Big questions whether either of these young women would be able to play without surgery. Both are, but that has meant a lot of work in the gym by both of them.
Kathy, what would be harder, the pushing knee or the sliding knee in recovering?
Well, it depends. It's funny because I know that in talking to Carly, she would say that the throwing wasn't the problem as much, or they told her the sweeping would be worse. It didn't really bother her, but Lindsay's higher. Carly's definitely higher because your body just doesn't let you go back down to where you were before. Both tough.
And then if you're a tuck thrower, maybe that throws it off even more, right, with getting down lower with a tuck throw?
I can't imagine.
Was it not Reed Carruthers years ago? He was a tuck thrower, and he had knee issues and had to restyle his whole game and throwing and delivery and uses the stabilizer. And, I mean, worked out pretty good for him. He's a world-class curler, and it didn't slow him down.
Firm. Yeah, just peel it out. Yeah, firm. Yep.
Well, here's your opportunity. With that stone not rolling right out of play.
See Abby, too, with the hairbrush, obviously just for stabilizing and to push out. Likes that comfort of coming out. Can't sweep with those anymore.
Not anymore.
The whole way, you got it, Taylor. Like you can too.
I love it. She's old school at 20.
You got it. Top 8. Yep.
Well, Taylor taking a lot of ice, and I think that's because we were on this sheet earlier. We know that she doesn't need all of that to tuck behind, but that guard is so tight to the house, she cannot risk raising it in. And so making sure that she's got enough room to get by and just have it optically in the way of Abby Marks for her second throw.
You know what's interesting, Kathy, in her skip interviews, and she was asked who her curling idol is, she was almost apologetic when she said, well, it's not Canadian, it's Anna Hasselborg. I'm like, it's a pretty good idol. World junior gold, Olympic gold. I mean, that's a pretty good role model to look up to in curling, and she loves Anna and the game, and why not? What a competitor Anna Hasselborg is.
Your weight was really good on that. Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Okay, same weight here. See if we can get the little flop under.
Okay,
sounds good.
Team 2.
Okay. 14-2?
Yeah,
I don't think that's right.
You mentioned, Kathy, the silver medal last year. Well, the World's in Canada, Liverpool, Nova Scotia. So what a thrill to be able to wear the maple leaf in your home country, something you had the opportunity to do.
It is the best. People always think it's so exciting to travel, but when you're playing a sport, any sport, there is nothing like playing at home.
Okay.
I think this might. I think we can go this way.
So a fairly conservative first end from both sides.
Yeah.
And the blank attempt upcoming from Taylor Stevens.
Hard on our red. Yeah. Feel? Just hard on our red, just because it might catch on the yellow. We need to hit it pretty soon. Okay. You got it, Taylor. You got it, Taylor. Like you can.
final stone here in one. As the 19-year-old rookie skip trying to retain hammer and blank the first.
Okay. No, whoa, just clean it. You're not getting it. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Okay.
And she'll hit it right on the nose. So an early mistake and a single. And when we come back, Alberta, Abby Marks with hammer.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by OK Tire and BKT Tires.
Welcome back inside the George Preston Recreation Center. It opened up back in 1973. Also home to the BCHL's Langley Rivermen. We know the Vancouver Giants also just down the road. Also play out of this area. And some pretty good hockey players, Kathy, from this part of the country over the years. Shea Theodore, Dennis Chalowski, Danton Heinen, all NHLers from Langley. As we focus on some of the best and brightest young curlers. And you say it, and it's such a good analogy, Kathy. We love watching the World Juniors every year on TSN. You brought this up earlier, and this is really the same. It's just the youth and experience getting built here, and then they are the future stars that you'll watch later on at the Brier, Scotties, Worlds, Olympics, etc.
It is so exciting, and the transition seems to be getting less and less as these teams just, they put so much more time into it and compete.
Yep. Okay.
Well, the game is on here. Unfortunately for Alberta, locked that off, took away a run.
This is set up really good for the triple.
Yeah, the triple feels
maybe
really
even this
good right
one.
now.
All right.
What about just like, not quite bare?
What if we throw like board? But then that gives them corner guards.
Yeah, I think if we throw it, we throw Peel.
Could we just go like top 12?
Let's just go top 12. Yeah.
You sure
Yeah,
could.
like not fully under?
No, I think you can. Yeah.
The concern is that even though they're buried, you might think, why would you even make a play at that? The challenge is that if you leave it there and there's another rock that goes around and is better by Alberta, it's going to be hard to get out because of the way that those stones are lined out. But she's in a steal position. She does not have hammer. I don't think there's any need to make any play on those front stones.
Kathy, was that Lindsay Burgess who piped up and offered that insight to come around?
I think so.
Hard, Kate! Just top 12. Hard, Kate! Push! Push! Keep going!
It's funny, you can't buy experience, you just got to earn it, right? And to have that just sort of presence down there to help out your skipper. And especially Taylor's here for the first time as a skip, so to get that help must be invaluable. As Paige Papley will open things up, spills the reds in, so a little more open, but 3 reds right now for Nova Scotia without hammer here in 2.
Well, if I'm Alberta, I'm still pretty comfortable with that. There's a short guard in front. You can always run back. You've opened it up. Before, the way those stones were locked, you had nothing, no way to get to that stone that's the top of the 4-foot. I looked at rock selection after so much discussion by the Saskatchewan team about the stones that they chose this afternoon, feeling that after they had chosen them, that perhaps they had not chosen so wisely. Stones completely different this evening. Alberta took 2 from E, 2 from A, 4 from D, and Team Nova Scotia took the entire set from sheet E.
Yeah.
Hard, finish!
Finish, hard.
Keep going!
Whoa. Nice job.
In both situations, Kathy, so far in our broadcast games, both teams chose the red stones, correct?
They did.
Okay, Peel, good sweep. That was good Peel, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I just think I sort of hurt widen.
Peel!
Yep.
Right up, hard, Jamie.
Hard, go.
Gets 2 reds to go.
Well, and the most important thing is she got that stone off the top of the forefoot. Those other 2 stones in the 12 are not nearly as much a concern. Good up weight ability, and rolls over for a corner as well.
Hard, gotta go.
Keep it back. It should be all there. Line only.
Top 8.
Perfect.
Easy. It looks really big.
Top 4. Top 4.
Lindsay born in Williams Lake, British Columbia,
Top 4. Top 4.
and she attends Dalhousie University.
Go curl.
Always curl.
Hard
Hard over
curl.
Kate.
Hard
Hard over
curl.
Kate. Hard.
Hard, go hard. Okay, then.
Kathy, we talk about jobs, university, trying to get your life going, obviously, besides curling. How many hours are these athletes putting in, whether it's gym, on the ice? At this point, you even hear about sports psychology and all this. How much are they putting in?
Every day. There's no question that these top teams are doing something every day. So coming into this event, they're probably throwing rocks every day, but they're in the gym. The good teams at least 3 or 4 times a week. Your sports psychology can be, a lot of them are kin students, so they may be getting it as part of their curriculum. But if not, you've either worked with somebody or you bring somebody in by Skype to deal with your team. You have a way and a method of sharing information, whether it's good or bad, so that you're open amongst a team. But there's not a day that these teams aren't doing something that contributes to the advancement of their game, whether it's as a team or as an individual. And go to school and study.
For a little less. Top 12. A little softer. Go then.
Top 8
Good
now.
Still got room.
Top 8.
Still curl.
Turn
Way
through.
out there.
Top 8.
Top 8. Hard. You got it, Carmen. Can you get away?
We saw this spot played a lot in that Saskatchewan, Newfoundland, Labrador semifinal of the junior men this afternoon. Running quite a bit, and then as the weight comes off, that's where the big curl happens. So you need to throw sweeping weight, which she did. But about half open, so this is quieter weight, trying to get the hit and roll underneath.
Medium.
Yep.
Hairless.
Yep.
A little less. Hard. Full.
Okay.
As Catherine Clifford will drive her own stone by everything, opens it up at the very least.
I didn't get that one.
Full center is pretty good.
Okay.
You like that?
Yep. Here.
Yeah.
15. 20.
Yeah.
I like 15, I think. Okay. Oh. 15.
So guarding the shot stone at the top of the 4.
You got it, Taylor. Like you can here.
Trust that it'll curl.
Yeah. You got it. Halfway high.
So then, line's good.
Line halfway, line only.
Easy.
Line only.
Gotta finish right now. 2. Finish.
Finish it. Finish it. Hard
Kathy, at the
over.
beginning of this competition, we have the opportunity to sit down and chat with these skips, including Abby Marks, and
Hard. Keep going.
she gives us some insight into her team and her teammates.
Our lead is Jamie Scott, and really good draw weight, really good sweeper. Our second is Paige Papley, and very good at hits and doubles and double peels, and also extremely good sweeper. Our third is Catherine Clifford, and same, good draw weight, good hitter, really good teammate. Helps keep me in check.
I'd love to do that about you.
Well, we'd be here for 5 hours to get to one positive comment, though.
Buddy, that's not true.
No? Okay. 4?
4 hours?
You're bribable. A good bottle of wine and usually you're fine.
Up. Easy. Close. Easy. Easy. Close. Easy. Yup. Yup. Hard. Hard.
Oh, very nice shot.
And Taylor Stevens also the opportunity to introduce us a little bit more to her teammates.
At lead, we have Kate Fitzgerald. She can be nice and quiet, but she's a steady head when we need her. At second, we have Kate Callahan. She's really fierce. She knows when we need to peel. She keeps me in line sometimes. And then at mate, we have Lindsay Burgess, who has lots of experience at the national level. And she's just a great mate to have.
Shoot through 10-1.
So there's mate, there's vice, there's third. Am I missing any?
No, those are the ones that we find across the country
Yeah, about. Yeah,
that
65.
teams tend to use.
Like again.
And we thank all of the skips for doing that. Sometimes it's not always easy to be thrown in a studio with a camera and the lights at you say and talk about your team, but they all did, and they all have such wonderful things to say, which is obviously why they chose these young men and women, as the case may be, to play with them.
Curl. Curl. Push it this 100, Kate. You gotta go. Hard over. Right over, Kate. Keep pushing. Hard, you gotta go. Keep pushing.
Hard, you have
Push, Kate. You got it. You got it. Right up. Right up. Right up.
Watch the other one. Watch the jam.
Just a tap, slides over. That was a good job from Kate Fitzgerald to carve that stone over and get it to move as much as it did.
Sorry.
Lots of really nice movement on this turn. The other one much straighter. We didn't see much play this side before, but back-to-back really nice shots by both skips to show us what it does. And so this now is the force.
Okay.
Your release was really good. Like you were right on line. Just a little big.
So drawing against 2, the lefty, Abby Marks, final stone here in 2.
All there, all there, all there.
Close. Line's good. Line's good.
Needs a good piece of the 8-foot for her single.
Line's good. Top 8. Hard, guys.
15-4 at the hog lines.
So Papley Scott got to work a little bit extra. They got to get it to the 8-foot.
Oh, no.
And that dies. And just enough, I believe, for second shot stone, but a steal of 1 as they just can't drag it enough. So a steal point for Nova Scotia as Taylor Stevens up 2-0. Welcome back to Langley, BC, home to about 140,000 people here in the southern tip of the province.
T-line.
It is our second semifinal of the day. It was Newfoundland Labrador on the men's side, beating Saskatchewan to advance to the final, take on Manitoba. And on the women's side, Mackenzie Zacharias also awaiting for Manitoba, the winner of this game. Alberta, Nova Scotia, and a good start for Taylor Stevens. A single in the first, a steal of 1 in the second, and that's where we stand. 2-0 Nova Scotia. Alberta, Yellowstones with Hammer here in 3.
There have been 2 rocks down this path, Jamie. A while ago.
It's been a good run, Kathy, for Alberta on the women's side the last few years, winning 4 of the last 6 titles. And those other 2 years, it was obviously Nova Scotia and some great names coming out of this championship. It was Christian Streifel back in 2017. We mentioned Mary Fay as well, a great young curler.
Okay, well then. Well, over curling. Just half.
Okay, over curling. 16-3.
Caitlin Jones, too, she was the recruit from Saskatchewan, I believe, and then went and played for Nova Scotia. And a lot of success for those 2 provinces over the last few years.
Now probably 3/4 open So Kate Callahan on this stone, looking to play quieter weight.
Low right now, low right now. Yep, down. Hard, Lynn.
Hard, Lynn.
Hard, Lynn. Hard, Lynn.
Hard, Lynn.
Hard, you gotta go. Hard,
Lynn.
hard,
Really
hard.
Right up.
Hard.
Never off.
Hard.
Hard, Lynn.
Good brush to get by both. I think feathered that red stone top 8, but top 12 rather, I apologize, but it settles top 8 and makes the yellow go away.
Well, great brushing. I do think she actually touches that stone in the house, the red.
Yeah.
Like lightly touch.
So by that one, and
Oh,
just a feather.
the graze, enough that it doesn't redirect across the face of the yellow, but gets it out.
Okay, whoa, whoa.
Easy. Jamie.
Easy, down.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. 10.
Okay.
Get a kick.
Trying to get a bit of an inside roll on this. That would take away the double.
Clean. Yes. Clean. Whoa.
Kate won a gold at the
Whoa,
U18
clean,
Nationals in St. Andrews, New Brunswick,
Clean.
at the 2nd position.
Nice go, Kate.
It's amazing that U18 program now, since that's been put into play, just another chance to compete nationally, more experience, more comfortable when you get to this stage.
Well, it started as an Optimist event, and then Curling Canada took that over. And now we're seeing U16 events, seeing that the development of the athletes is so much better when they have a chance to compete in a national championship before a U21. And I think that's also why Alberta has a lot of titles, is they have a very popular university program with University of Alberta. They play CIS when many universities do not allow their students to play. And that takes away a huge advantage for many of the athletes, never having a chance to play at that level before they get to a U21.
You know, Kathy, they have such an incredible facility. I was lucky enough to actually be a member the first year that the Saville Community Sports Center opened up in Edmonton. And what a brilliant place and a brilliant facility.
It's wonderful.
And I think if you look hard enough, you can find our Super League title banner tucked in behind the air conditioning vent somewhere with dust on it.
Still.
Because then they allowed the really good players to come over, and then I wasn't even allowed to, like, change there. But
No, you don't. Hard.
if you're ever in Edmonton with me, I'll show you sometime. We'll go find that banner.
To the air conditioning unit?
Or
Awesome.
there, yep.
There's an offer.
Hard, you gotta get it in. Hard, you gotta get it in. Hard. Push, keep going. Hard under. Good. Good shot, Linz. Good shot, Linz. Sweet.
She catches a piece of it, but just a
guys,
little
go
bit high.
Yep.
She can probably come off the open
Am I getting
one.
them both? Or you can just hit nose. I don't mind the double. Okay. Okay. Wait. Firm. Okay. Firm. Yep. Whoa.
Heel. We're heel.
Catherine, like her teammates at the University of Alberta, she's a lifeguard and a swim instructor, so a busy young lady, and she's also a magician making reds disappear.
Very nice.
And sticks the shooter, top 12.
8-5.
She also rolled it to the other side, which makes the roll back for Nova Scotia that much more difficult.
Good.
Sticks around as a biter. And should Lindsay happen to hit this on the nose, that corner guard that is up is something that Alberta can use to get behind. Try to score their 2.
Hard, Kate. Right up. Hard. Hard roll over. Hard. Go.
Lindsay Burgess rolls in, catches a piece. I'm always interested to see deliveries of different people. Some will come out, their eyes never leave the broom. Some will look down right at release, and you see Lindsay, right when she pops the handle, she'll actually look down, it appears, and worked out fine. Whatever works. It doesn't matter how you get it there, just get it there. But I'm always curious to see the way everyone gets it done.
Medium. Yep. Yep. Hard. Well. Well. It's good.
I love this event for many reasons, Kathy. It's great to see the youth coming up in the curling ranks. And these young men and women are always great to us. And it's good to see them in the truck. Finally, we have some intelligent people in the truck running things, guys. So if you can hear me, we appreciate that.
Well, that's some of the Nova Scotia team, some of the Northern Ontario team that played here this week.
That was 10-3.
Nova Scotia obviously here cheering on their women's half.
I was like, what is this like from that one?
That's a good shot. Man, I could have rolled it a little bit. Pardon? Could have rolled it a little bit.
Skip Stone's here in the third. The out-turn draw here for Taylor.
Wide open. Yep. Yep. Top beat. Yep. Hard line. You're really going. Really gotta go hard.
I don't know whether it's warmer in the building, but the movement on the ice is much more dramatic than it was this afternoon in our men's semifinal.
Does she have a soft release, Kathy? Or
She does have a little bit of a soft release, and on the arena, it magnifies that.
And that's just that less pop, less rotation.
You bet.
Round, I think. I don't hate wing though.
What do you like?
First thought was going around.
Yeah, if they go around, we're not gonna have a. Well, if they go back.
I don't hate here.
I don't mind there. She took here and she gave it a pretty aggressive release, so I like it.
So this is at least a foot more than teams were taking all week for draw to the button.
Okay. Yeah. Just like top 8.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't believe
Even
they've
like
touched up the rocks, so it definitely could be. There's more people in here, more teams are showing up to watch. And that air temperature can make a difference. There's also obviously less people on the ice. There's only one sheet, and that can mean different things. And so for both of these skips, something they're absolutely going to want to watch and adjust. It doesn't matter what you did all week. It matters what you are playing on tonight.
Kathy, hog to hog, what has been the ideal or the most consistent draw numbers?
It's been about 15-2. This afternoon we were hearing 15-7, 15-8, and tonight it's closer to 15-2 again.
Top 8.
So very quick.
Top 4.
Sorry. 14-7. I think that just. Sorry, Abby. That was really good weight, Abby.
5. Do you think it'll be 5 right here? Or do you think it'll... Rats.
Sorry, I think that just got out wide enough that it just like, it ran pretty nice and it swooped at the end, so.
Make sure we watch the roll.
Yeah.
Like, don't take it too far.
Yeah.
High 5. You got it, like you can. 9-5?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you said.
Just let us know if you want us to roll.
Yep.
Like you can here, Taylor.
So great weight by Abby Mark, but because it did not finish, Taylor Stevens looking to hit and roll under, but not so far. That's what she's warning her players not to just jump on it. Don't want to take it from out of cover.
Little down! Little down! Yep.
Taylor goes to St. Mary's University back home in Nova Scotia.
Hard! Straight up hard.
Oh boy, this is going sideways.
Big brush to try hold it, and that is disaster for Team Nova Scotia, and now a draw for 3 for Abby Marks.
We should just let it curl.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That was going sideways out of her hand.
I really liked your throw on the last one.
Okay.
I couldn't see the line very well.
I should have bailed.
The should have bailed call by Lindsay is that if they got off of it, that Redstone would have gone sideways thicker and removed one of the yellow stones, even though it wasn't the intended target. It's that audible, that decision making that the person calling line has to make, when to stick it out and when to look at option B.
So a turn of events here in the third end. What a chance now for Abby Marks. Find paint, put up 3, and take the lead in the semifinal.
Yeah, it's fine.
And she has.
So after giving up a steal in the second, a nice bounce back here in the third end. Abby Marks out of the Saville Community Sports Center, enjoying her first lead. We're about a 40-minute drive south of Vancouver. Great drive from the airport, and if you haven't been to Langley, you should visit. It is a beautiful city here in southern BC. Let's flash back. 2010, though. Women's final. Canadian Championship. And Ontario's Rachel Holman. Undefeated in Sorel Tracy, Quebec. Holman scored a big 3 in 6. Wins 9-5 as Holman, Emma Miskew, Laura Crocker, and Lynn Kraviazik out of the Ottawa Curling Club, your 2010 junior champions. And that was 10 years ago this week, Kathy, and it's amazing. We talked about it as these young faces back then continue to shine in the women's game. And you look all time, though, Ontario, I don't know, is that surprising to you? Just 3, considering some of the great teams out of Ontario over the years, and leading the way, Saskatchewan 11, Alberta a chance for number 11 this year, and of course Manitoba in the final with 9 all time. So a big 3 on the board in that third end as Abby Marks taking advantage of a mistake from Taylor Stevens, able to draw in for her 3. So here in 4, Nova Scotia with Hammer throwing the red stones.
Just like half. Okay.
Okay. Nova Scotia trying to come down on top of that stone, just a little bit light. And so Alberta will attempt to guard that up.
Hey, line's good. Line's good.
Up.
Over curling.
Tight.
Over curling. Tight. Whoa.
Half.
Can't go, can't go.
Half.
Can't go.
Oh.
Good. Good.
What you can here, Kate?
Not bad. Good speed, Paige. Good judge.
Looking for the double run back. Yellow onto red onto yellow.
Clean.
No.
Clean. Close. No. Clean.
Right off.
Clean.
Hard out. Hard out, Taylor. Right out. Right out.
Gets 1 yellow out, and that second one spinning and spins right out of the house.
Well, she clears up the front, gets the fortunate break when that stone comes in to move it off the 4-foot. It's still in the 4-foot, but it's not where it was before.
Hard out.
Anytime you can create some more real estate for yourself, if you have to draw on your final stone, it's good.
It's okay. Sweet. Good. You moved it like off the 4-foot, so
Yeah.
it's good.
Medium. Whoa. Little up.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
As Paige Papley drives that by for Alberta.
Clean. Weight's good.
Clean.
Stay with it. Close.
Clean. Yep.
Hard, Kate.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not bad.
Okay.
Keep.
My 1 rock seems to have been moving more than my 2 or my 8.
Okay.
We mentioned this earlier today, Kathy, but worth a mention again that as we focus on the women in Team Alberta, Alberta will host the Canadian Juniors next year in Northern Alberta in Fort McMurray.
My bad. 9-8.
9-8.
Good throw. Yeah, I like the.
Both teams throwing considerable weight.
Perfect. Nine.
We've heard a lot this week, a lot of teams throwing board weight, hack weight to get the big finish.
Right up.
Tonight teams are throwing more that you would call a normal
that's
hit
fine.
weight.
Fine, Liz.
And so it's running straighter and we're getting some rollouts.
That's good, Linz.
It feels faster than pregame. A little bit, yeah. A couple feet.
It's all there.
Lines are hair tight.
Up. Back 4.
This allows Catherine to try the in-turn.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Jet. Line's good.
Top 4.
Line's good. Rim.
Top 4.
That's
Good
15
right now.
on the nose.
Top 8.
Oh. I think all that was hurt was the pride in the knee. I don't think any stones
She
were
did
moved.
not.
You okay, Jamie?
Uh-huh. He's gonna have a matching knee
Did that just
tomorrow.
grind in?
What else do we gotta do?
Or-
We throw the wrong
Did that just grind in more than we thought it would? or-
14-8, yeah, did a little bit.
Jamie's a tough customer. She loves hiking and camping and kayaking in those sports, so I mean, she'll be fine. She'll rebound from a little fall.
10
bet.
Hard Kate. Hold it.
She might get ribbed
Hold it
by
there.
her friends back home watching in Alberta. Other than that, she'll be all right.
Clean, clean. Yes. Roll it. Roll it. Hard, hard, hard.
And that's nicer weight from Lindsay to make sure that you stick around.
I still think medium.
Yeah.
It's
Lost at the end. Good sweep, though.
We're gonna see the big break or no?
I don't think so. It's a little bit straighter. Okay, medium. Okay. Try and get the roll under if we can.
Sounds good.
It's like just biting.
Abby also goes to the University of Alberta, and her undergrad is in nutrition and food science, and it's amazing. You know, you talk about the training in all sports, and curling obviously an Olympic sport, how much the nutrition and the food, what you put in your body, and I mean...
And when you eat it. Not only what you eat, but when before a game.
Medium down. Yep.
Considering the crazy schedule these young ladies have had over the last few days, the tiebreakers, etc.
Whoa.
But that's a great skill to have on the team. We often talk about in some of the junior men's teams where they have somebody who's part of an ice crew and how their knowledge of ice and what it does helps the team. So too would Abby's knowledge, especially in a week like you talked about, Brian, where you've got gaps in games, you're playing back-to-back, you're playing tiebreakers. Having somebody understand the nutrition and the food science side is only going to help.
Yeah.
It looks like her hair.
We mentioned moving up and skipping here at the National. She was a skip
You got it, Taylor.
at the U18s back in 2017 in Moncton. A 5-3 record for Team Alberta, and obviously very comfortable at the skipping position as well, as she's proved all week long. What's the hardest to transition from, Kathy? Is there one? I mean,
No, I think it's as difficult to move down the order as it is up the order. So if you're a third and you're playing second, the assumption is, oh, well, it's easier. Well, it's not. It's a different style of shot, but you have to also accept that you're not going to be as involved in the discussions. And to buy into that, I think one of my favorite interviews that I did this year was talking to Shannon Burchard and Brianne Mayer at the Canada Cup, because both were former skips, and they said that when they elected to play front end, they both studied the best players in those positions and went out to emulate what they did and find a way to be even better. So it's accepting the position that you're playing regardless of whether you think you're moving up or down, and becoming the best that you can be at it. And there's learning no matter what you do that's different from a position you're used to.
Just trying to think off the top of my head, didn't Wayne Madaw the guy who won 3 titles at 3 different positions?
Yes, he did.
It's incredible.
Yes, he did. And so you have to know that for Wayne, at some levels, he was talking a lot. At some, he was talking a little bit less and contributing in different ways.
Close. Medium. Clean.
That was 3 Briers, 3 world titles for Wayne at 3 different positions. That's pretty remarkable. So here in 4, the hit and roll for Abby Marks. Alberta lies 2, and that will force Taylor Stevens to make a play on it, looking for the blank.
Catherine.
Good throw, buddy.
Catherine.
Feel?
Yeah, sorry, Kate.
That's okay.
Like you can, Taylor.
You got it.
Time to time.
In the first end, she had the blank attempt, unfortunately hit and stuck around. We'll see if she can right the ship and be successful with the blank here in 4.
Feel! Yep! Yep, yep, yep! Hard, Kate. Hard! Hard!
Kate Callahan now trying to hold it. Oh, goodness.
And this is the turn. I was about to say that this out turn is moving a lot more than the in turn, and she gets caught.
So 4 points in 2 ends for Alberta. A steal of 1 as they lead by 2. Welcome back to our coverage of the New Holland Canadian Juniors on TSN, our second semifinal. And a steal of 1 in that 4th end has Alberta now up 4-2. And taking some momentum away from Nova Scotia, Taylor Stevens. As lead stones, as you can see on the way, this one from Jamie Scott, who really comes, Kathy, from a big-time curling background. Jamie's grandmother, Betty Jean Buchanan, won a Canadian Masters back in 2001, and I think this part is cool. Her mom, Jennifer Scott, played for Alberta in the 1982 and 1983 Canadian Juniors, coached by Grandma. So there is a real good connection for Jamie Scott and her family, not only in curling, but at the Canadian Juniors as well. That's pretty cool.
Well, I hope that for Team Nova Scotia, they had a talk at the break about what they're seeing tonight. I don't know that it's a situation of Taylor not throwing as well as the broom not being in the right spot. It's curling a lot more. And I do also think that when she's throwing her peel, she's taking really tight ice, expecting it to run dead straight, and it's not. And it's caught her a couple of times.
Medium. Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Really gotta go. Hard.
Nose hit. Alberta lies 2 here in 5.
Close. No. Lynn. Okay.
Kathy, you've played, you've obviously coached as well at this level. So Nova Scotia beats Alberta badly, 12-3 earlier this week. It was not a close game. Obviously that feels like a week ago because it was almost, but how do you park that and move on and put that in the rear view going into a game like today?
For Alberta, do you mean?
Absolutely.
Well,
when you lose that badly, I mean, it's one game.
It is, but it was 5 stolen consecutive points, and then they gave up a 4. And we talked about the ride and the numbers. You know, 38% for Abby is not something that she would regularly throw, clearly, or she wouldn't be here. And then she had some wonderful numbers. So what you do is you take a game that is lopsided, and you say, very much as we do when we look at draws to the button, you take out your top, you take out your bottom, and say, we are what's in the middle. And that's exactly what they've done. And I've talked about this Alberta team who is getting more and more comfortable out here all the time. Their final round robin game was against Manitoba. They lost 8-7. That was the closest contest Manitoba had. And so for Alberta, they know that should they win this game and get to the final, it was a 1-point difference in that game. And so they're building confidence from within. And that game against Nova Scotia that they were blown out earlier this week probably feels like a month ago.
And lots of curling still in this game, but you look at Mackenzie Zacharias, they've had the day off. They've been obviously thinking about the gold medal game and a chance to get back after being here last year. And these young ladies, I mean, all they've done is played. It'll be 3 in a row when you look at the Manitoba loss and then 2 tiebreakers and then this game.
I've always felt that if you absolutely knew that you were going to win, you'd prefer to play the semifinal because you get comfortable out here. You don't have that day off. It seems like a wonderful break, but it can be too much of a break when your body's used to playing every day. But very different roads for that Manitoba team sitting aside versus the extra series. 2 of them for Team Alberta.
Do you hate putting the corner on this side? Yeah. Just because she just threw that.
It's going to be harder to get around with where the yellow is.
Okay.
I think we got to go this way.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Like you can.
So trying to throw a corner guard, hoping that somehow Alberta will either nose it or stick around so that they can utilize that to find a way to score 2.
Go straight. Well,
So, Kathy, we mentioned that Alberta took the long road to get here so far with the tiebreakers, etc. But imagine being the coach, Doug Marks, and dad, who, by the way, is a retired RCMP officer. He goes to the airport to board the flight from Edmonton to Vancouver. The team gets on the plane, but Doug's license is expired. So he's got to leave the team. The team flies. He goes to Leduc, Alberta, right across the freeway at the airport. The registry is closing in 15 minutes, so he gets his license renewed, but no picture. So the wife's got to race to Edmonton to get the passport so he can get on that flight, gets the last seat, gets to Vancouver, can't get a rental car, offices are closed, no hotel rooms available, so he spends the night in the airport, gets a rental car in the morning, and then gets to Langley for practice day. Worst travel day of the year, dad of the year for powering through and getting there. And Doug, by the way, is a pretty good curler himself. He skipped Saskatchewan at the 1982 Canadian Juniors, and he's a 4-time Canadian police curling champion as well. So tip of the cap to Doug for coming through as a dad only can, and as a mom to my right who'll be watching Jacques play in a final tomorrow beside me in the booth. So that's parents will do whatever it takes for their kids.
And my license is current.
Yeah, fairly well. Okay. Yeah. That at the top, whatever you like.
I think there's closer.
I would say that's probably men.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, a good chance for Alberta to put some more pressure on Nova Scotia.
I know it's tricky to get around, but I don't know.
It makes her play well.
You can at least, I didn't completely guard hers.
Down, room. Tight. Hard gaze.
Not the best numbers for Abby, but I'll tell you what, you're up by 2. Throw that out the window if you can find a way to win at the end of the day.
Hard, tight as you can.
But they've taken advantage of some mistakes from Taylor Stevens thus far.
Whoa, whoa. Okay. 16-5.
Sorry, guys. I just didn't finish.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it.
Okay, a good throw.
What do you think?
405. Just take a deep breath.
4.05?
4:05.
4.05. Are you sure?
Yes. You got it, Taylor.
Okay, well that's, you know, it's really hard
If it looks like
because she's thrown a lot of hits and she's struggling and comes down to here 4:05. That's a split time from back to hog. And when she said, "Are you sure?" which tells the sweepers that she's not confident with that number, I like very much that Kate just said yes, very firmly. That is, this is what we do. We're going to give you the best information that we can.
Stay close. Line's good. Top 4.
Got a curl.
You got room.
Got
You got room.
Keep going. Keep going.
Taylor Stevens, her first here in
Top
5.
4 line only.
Got him.
Trying to
Line
generate
only,
something
backy.
with the skip's deuce here. This is still out there. Has
Way
to
back
curl
there.
up to get
Go
some
Bury it.
coverage.
Way back. Way back.
And they will bury it as it settles back 8. That is shot stone though for Taylor.
Pardon? You can play back and get that.
Do you guys like hack or just coming down to it? You don't have any of it, so up to you.
Yeah, that stone is fully buried. And it is behind the tee line. Alberta can come down on top of it for
14-1 on
sure.
I like this, Abby. I think this is the call.
Pretty good ball, and I didn't think it was going to move that much.
Yeah. Even if she makes it, you have lots of room for your last. But
Yeah.
Well, you see that stat, and we know that Coach Doug is former RCMP. I don't know how he feels about all those steals, but maybe in curling he's happy with that, so that's all right.
room right now. T line.
Switch! T, back 4. We're there. Can't go. Back 12. Hard, Jamie, go. Jamie.
Hard, Jamie, hard.
go. Go, Jamie, go.
And that little tap looks to be accessible, so a chance here for Taylor Stevens to bounce back. Little tap and an opportunity to score 2.
I think it's close.
Just watch this one. Yeah, it's been curling a little bit.
Yeah.
So 3/4 open from the hack. Just playing quiet weight.
Forward. Okay. You got it, Taylor. Like you can. Deep breath.
Great chance to tie it going into the break.
Well, it's been a tough first 5 here for Taylor Stevens. However, forget the numbers, park the percentages, make this shot, little tap for 2. You're right back in this thing, tied up at 4 through 5, and a chance to reset. And we saw that in the earlier men's game earlier today in the semifinal. You're never out of this thing. Just got to get that momentum tilted in your favor. All right, final stone here in 5 for Taylor Stevens.
Clean, more clean. Clean, curl. Okay, go, push. Clean, curl.
Clean, curl, little more, and it will, and lovely. A little bit of confidence for Taylor Stevens. The skip out of the Halifax Curling Club. Little smile there. That's a little one. That's all right. Maybe more of a sigh of relief than a smile, but good for her. She puts 2 on the board. Only one team will move on to take on Team Manitoba tomorrow in the gold medal game. We are in Langley, BC for this year's Canadian Juniors. The next 5 coming up right after this.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires.
Beautiful nights approaching in Langley, BC. Local time just after 5 p.m. Earlier today at the George Preston Recreation Center, it was the men's semifinal. Daniel Bruce, Newfoundland Labrador, taking on Ryland Kleider out of Saskatchewan. As Ryland last year, a bronze medal, trying to get to the gold medal game. Meantime, Newfoundland Labrador, just one title all-time on the men's side, and that was Brad Gushu back in 2001, and Brad's got to be proud of that. That was a draw for 5 after a measure. 5 it was, handshakes, and what a thrill. As Bruce and company off to the gold medal game, they'll take on Jacques Gauthier, who was 9-2 in that championship pool, got the bye to the final. That's at 5 o'clock Eastern time on TSN 1. And we'll have a nervous mom, I'm sure, in the building, in the broadcast booth. And Jacques Gauthier will try to bring home gold for Manitoba. Meantime, both of these ladies trying to get to the gold medal game as well, to face Manitoba as well in tomorrow's gold medal game. Back to Langley right after this.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Just hours away from CTV Super Sunday, watches Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs take on Jimmy G and the 49ers. Plus, the super spectacular halftime show, J-Lo, Shakira, and then the party keeps going with the Super Bowl special of Masked Singer season premiere, all part of CTV Super Sunday. Get into it. Did I sell that?
You did. You know what? It's awesome. I love everything about NFL football. You and I have talked about it over the years. My boy Peyton Manning retired, and I wonder if Tom Brady will be the next one to say, I've had enough.
Well, how about brother Eli?
Wow.
Acted in as well, right? You love the Manning brothers, but you were always a Peyton fan, correct?
It's huge.
All right, so we're excited for the Super Bowl. That's on CTV tomorrow. We're excited to bring you both gold medal games at the New Holland Canadian Juniors, men's and women's as well, right here on TSN. So, busy day on TSN and CTV, and a lot of curling left in this semifinal between Alberta and Team Nova Scotia. And for Taylor Stevens, yeah, it was just a hit and stick to pick up 2. But what does that do for that young lady's confidence right now?
Well, it does a ton. You know, it's even the hit and stick on the blank attempt in the first. It just starts to play with your confidence. And it just hasn't been an easy run for her. And I don't know that she knows what her numbers are or cares about them, but it was so important to make that last shot, not only to tie it, but for her inner voice that says, you can do this, get your confidence back. Nice weight, and that goes down the order. When you feel like your skipper's made something and you're back contending, everybody picks it up a little bit. We saw that huge momentum switch earlier today in the men's semifinal.
She must have said 9-7.
You can be aggressive with the release here.
Okay. Good medium.
Medium up. Yep. Up. Whoa. Whoa.
Straight run back.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Really good. Wanted to get the rehearsal for me.
You know, Kathy,
Sorry.
I sold that Super Bowl stuff so well. It's actually next Sunday.
Yeah, I was
But
going to say, I'm
you know what?
pretty sure
In my
we're not,
defense, they start promoting this stuff so early, like the pregame stuff. They may start, like Shakira could be warming up right now with J-Lo. We don't know, right? They could be getting ready for this. So
when you said hours, you meant 182.
like there's a
of them.
few hours. Like
Yep.
technically, I wasn't wrong.
Yep. Where?
Anyways.
Got room.
I got the part
Got him
right
right
about
now.
the juniors being on TSN tomorrow.
You do.
The gold medal game for the men and women. So
Hard.
why don't we stick to the positives?
Hard. Right back. Hard, you got it. Hard, Kate. Hard, keep going. Hard, Kate.
Good though.
I like rolling big.
Edge on edge.
I don't think it'll move crazy with the dish.
Still make sure I throw this ball.
Well, they're calling it dished. I'm not sure that I would say that it's dished, but we definitely see on the outturn side that it finishes pretty hard. The in-turn doesn't, and usually with the dishing, you would see that big swoop on both sides and then higher on the center. To me, what I'm hearing them say is that this is different than the last time that they played on the sheet, and I would agree with them.
Nice hit there for Paige Papley, who was 83% in the final last year. That was a team high for Team Alberta as they went on to win that gold medal.
Yeah, 9-5. Clean, clean, clean. Nice though.
Okay.
Okay.
You can be aggressive with it again. Yeah, medium again. Same thing.
Medium. Yep. Whoa. Medium, little up. Whoa. Medium up. Up. Jamie, roll your way.
Okay, yep.
Yep.
It's 7.
Oh. Just nose it here. Yeah. I think you can 5.
Good throw.
Hard then, Kate. Hard, right to it. Right to it, you got it. Hard, right to it, right to it. Good.
As Lindsay, a nice little hit and flip to touch top 12. And we talked about Lindsay and her experience on the team. Well, this lady here, she brings a wealth of knowledge as coach. Mary Matitol, who's a 6 times competitor at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And the last time, remember, we saw her 2017 in St. Catharines as well, skipping. Former teammate of the great Colleen Jones. And she skipped Nova Scotia to Canadian Juniors in Yorkton, Saskatchewan back in 1979. So much experience to bring on to the next generation of curlers in Nova Scotia.
And pretty much dedicated to this team right now in Nova Scotia is their Provincial Scotties Championship. And Mary was very clear with her team at the beginning of the year because of the conflict. If this young team won, she was going as their coach and was not going to be skipping in the Provincial Scotties, and so a huge contribution for Mary. There are no children of hers on this team. She is trying to help these young women gain some experience from what she has gone through, and I think that that's pretty selfless.
Curl. 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 Oh, knee hard. Hard! No roll.
And that shooter should stick around.
That works.
And it does back 12 for Team Nova Scotia.
That was weird.
Alberta can hit the stone, still trying to keep the blank on the table. They could also go around that stone and try to score 2 by going into the 8-foot.
Medium up. Clean. Yep. Medium. Yep. Gotta go hard. Hard to stick, hard.
9-5, that also.
And a little mistake that Nova Scotia was looking for. Now a chance to use that little yellow guard.
Yeah, I think edge.
It was like good. 4.
Got it, Taylor. The spot really cuts, so just watch it.
Yeah.
As we settle in here, Kathy, for Skip Stones, as Taylor gets ready to throw, maybe a good chance to talk about Mackenzie Zacharias and that team for Manitoba. What has made them so strong all week, all season? They've looked really unstoppable so far, undefeated record.
Well, they're very strong at every position. As we talked about this morning, that team, as you look at them, Carly, Emily, Lauren, Mac, and Coach Sheldon, this team was put together not to win a provincial championship, but to try to win a Canadian championship. And so Lauren Lenentine, a former skip, at the Junior Canadians from PEI, moved to Manitoba, transferred her credits to the University of Manitoba. Carly Burgess left Nova Scotia and moved to Manitoba as a visiting student from Dal, and has lived in my basement for 6 months. And you know, that's what they've decided to do. They have committed 100% to trying to win this championship, and that kind of commitment is part of it. And they're all very, very strong players.
Your basement might be the place to be to party if both those teams manage to win, right? You have.
Jeepers. I got Braden Payette living with me sometimes too, because he lives in Brandon, so from Jacques' team. Tell ya. Hotel Gautier.
Medium? Okay, just tuck a piece.
Well, the good news for you is that you need a spare ever. You got a lot to choose from in your house. You got a house full of great curlers to select.
Medium. Loose. Medium. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Team Manitoba watching who they will play, but they're also here because the two teams that got the bye to the finals do get a practice at 8:30 tonight to test the stones they selected and to also get some ice time.
Okay, thank you, Ken.
Well, Kathy, we talked about confidence for this young lady, and it wasn't the toughest shot, but for her, it was a key shot at 5.
Oh, it was mentally, and on the board, it certainly was. 38% going into this shot. That little bounce off by Abby Marks gives an opportunity for 2 and a chance to go into that break. Talking about we're tied, what do we do? Not we're down further.
The key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Push it over, Kate. Hard. Right up. Hard to stick.
Kate Fitzgerald trying to carve that over, and the shooter will roll a little bit too far. Would you consider the split?
Sure you could.
I thought I heard Abby maybe whisper that, but they put the broom down. And
you know what? If that stone was on the center line, I think they'd be more inclined to. That is a little bit more difficult. Plus on the ice tonight, because it's curling so much, the risk is that you just nose it and tap it in and you take one. And with having last rock advantage, wants to keep it.
Well, we've had a few blank attempts. I like the odds of this one. Final stone in 6, and this will be the first blank of the game. As Abby Marks right through. So Alberta keeps hammer. And a 4-4 tie in our second semifinal here in Langley, BC on TSN. Welcome back to Langley, BC. First time the city's hosted the New Holland Canadian Juniors. They've done a phenomenal job. The city, though, did host the 2012 Continental Cup. Just down the road, where the Vancouver Giants play, as we are at the George Preston Recreation Center. It's an older building, built back in 1973, but I love the character.
It's very nice.
It's a very cool arena for this venue, and I know the young athletes have had a blast as well. And a lot of curling still to come, as we have a 4-4 tie in our second semifinal, a blank in 6. So it is Alberta with hammer in a 4-4 game. Alberta, Abby Marks throwing the yellow stones.
Don't move if you throw like back line.
I like that.
The other option that she has is to come down on top of that stone. She wants to tap it out, but it is fully buried.
Like 6, 8 more feet than your last throw.
Close up. It's close.
Lines the hair tight.
Hack.
Whoa.
Hack.
Room right now.
Hack down.
No, room.
Hack down.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Catherine.
Hard, Catherine. Hard,
Hard. Hard roll off. That's really good. That's really good. 12-7. That was a good shot.
Sure. I like that. You got a gate. Top 8. Yep. Take your time. Top 8. It's close. Top 4. Where? Top 4. Well done. It's coming off. Hard. Do it, girls. Make it good. Hard. Yep. Hard. Hold the line. Hard. Hard, Kate. Hold the line.
Small bump. Okay, that's not bad, Kate. Pretty good.
Kate. That's fine.
Just want to remind our viewers that Wednesday, January 29th is Bell Let's Talk Day. All day, Bell will donate 5 cents to mental health initiatives for each of these interactions. When it comes to mental health, every action counts. So you can get involved in a number of ways on Bell Let's Talk Day.
That's your rock.
So right now it is Alberta Shotstone touching top 4.
That was nice.
And Alberta with Hammer here in a 4-4 tie.
She certainly had some options, Abby did, but very comfortable with having nothing out front, knowing that Nova Scotia will make the short run to lie 3 or maybe 2. I'm thinking her shooter might not outcount the one at the back.
Hard, Kate.
Hard to
Hard,
know.
Kate.
Hard right to it.
Hard, Kate.
Hard right to it.
Hard.
Shot.
That's good.
I like that.
Medium? Okay.
This is the double.
Yep. Yep.
Paige Papley
Yep. Whoa.
trying to make some reds disappear for her skipper. And bang, bang, away they go. Nice shot.
Shotstone does belong to Nova Scotia at the back, but the reality is they do not have last rock. You do not want to allow those yellow stones to add up in the house.
Okay.
And we'll drive it just by as Lindsay Burgess was trying to catch that back yellow as well.
Snows.
Kate. Medium.
Yep.
Medium.
Queen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Medium.
Yep. Hard, really gotta go. Hard it up, hard.
Clifford gets a piece and then the jam on her own stone.
Yeah. Yeah, 9-7 didn't quite finish it out to the brim.
Yeah.
9-7.
Is my weight good there? I thought you might have been just an inch off, but you were pretty close. Okay. Like you can. Hard then. Okay. Hard, you really gotta go. You really gotta go, Kate. Hard, hold it. Hard, you really gotta go. Kate, you got it. Hard.
Both Kates scrubbing hard, and they just get a piece and held that long enough.
Good sweep, guys.
Now the blank is very much on the table. We talked about the decision by Abby Mark to remove that center guard rather than drawing around or even out in the wings to lie 2. Wanted to keep things open and simple. And with that rollout, you can expect that she will try to blank here in 7 and score in that all-important 8th end.
Yep, right up, hard.
Good thing. 9-5. Good throw.
Okay, you got it.
He's quite nice.
Yeah, I like that throw.
Nice positive. You got it.
Skip stones here in 7. Taylor Stevens.
Right up,
The out-turn hit.
Right to it, hard. Right to it. Good shot. That's good. Good shot, Taylor.
And shooter sticks around back 12. Well, we did some trivia earlier today for the men's semifinal, and a little trivia now on the women's side. So Alberta's been pretty dominant since 2012. 5 titles. 4 skips have won a title since 2012. We're going to ask you to name all 4. And we'll give you the answer after the break.
Hint. One of them plays with Jennifer Jones.
Medium.
Medium down. Hard. Hard, Jamie. Hard, gotta go. Hard. Hard, really gotta go, guys. Hard, hard, hard.
10-2. Yeah, just that's the spot just moves.
Yeah, we just have to down there.
Yeah.
Who's got momentum in this game, Kathy?
You and I.
We have momentum?
You know what?
All right.
It's almost like both teams are really scared to go hard. I think that Abby had a great chance here to set up a 2 and made no attempt to do it. And, you know, it might have been really good to go aggressive, because even though Taylor made that shot for 2 in 5, she's clearly not at her prime in this game with hitting and rolling out and just not feeling super comfortable. But I think that that's what happens when there is one sheet in play and the stakes are so huge that you just don't want to make a mistake. But sometimes in being afraid to make a mistake, you also don't push your opponent to make one either.
Mine's good, all you. Lance, come out. I got inside, I got inside. I got inside. Go, Kate, go. Keep going. We're good.
All hands on deck as Lindsay Burgess, as you see, jumps out and helps, and they get it top 8, and that forces Abby Marks to make a play. Another blank attempt here in 7.
93. 9403. Sorry, I was like, it's good. She scared me. I know, she scared me too when she called me out. I was like, oh. Good throw.
See over her shoulder, the blank in 6. She tries again here in 7. Final stone on the way.
Yep. Clean.
Bang, away it goes. So back-to-back blanks. Coming down to the wire here in Langley, BC in a 4-4 tie. Welcome back to our junior coverage on TSN. All right, there's the question one more time. Who are the 4 Alberta women's skips to have won a Canadian junior title since 2012? There you go. Jocelyn Peterman, Kelsey Rock, Kristen Streifel, and Selena Sturmey, who won last year. So let's look closer at one of them. Flashback time 2012, Napanee, Ontario. Shannon Burchard, Manitoba, facing Alberta, Jocelyn Peterman. In the fourth, trailing by 1, facing 1, Peterman. Last rock. She's got a hit, and she's got a roll, and she does to score 4, and they would roll. 12-6 your final. As Peterman, Brittany Tran, Rebecca Konshu, and Christine Anderson, 2012 Canadian Junior champs. So you look at the past champions since 2012. Corinne Brown from BC, the last winner for British Columbia on the women's side, and then back-to-back Kelsey Rock. We mentioned Mary Fay, Caitlin Jones, Streifel in there. Really, since 2014, it's been Alberta, it's been Nova Scotia, and obviously one of these teams off to the final one more time. Back-to-back blanks for Abby Marks and her team out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. So she has hammer here in 8 in a 4-4 tie, throwing the Yellow Stones.
Where? Hard Kate.
Well, the coaches are talking to the teams in between ends, and you almost wonder if Mary Matatall is talking to the Nova Scotia team about it's time to take some chances to force, get some guards up, throw less weight, make sure that your shooters stick around so that you have something that might force Alberta instead of having it wide open.
Clean down. Okay, yep. Hack up. Yep. Hard. Yep. Still got it. Still got it. Hard. Hard.
Gets that little graze, but not enough to redirect it away from the stone.
7-6.
You guys are not working your nice.
Good throw, Paige.
You need a time on that?
11-6.
You open. Yep. 9-5. Clean. Wait for it a bit. No. No. Roll it. Hard roll. Hard roll. Hard roll. Hard roll. Hard roll. Hard
Little
roll.
flip inside,
Good throw.
touching top button for Team Nova Scotia.
Pretty much puts it back to the same spot she just
Sorry, I
threw
don't wanna
in,
lose it.
partially exposed,
Same thing. This is more ice.
but still something for Alberta to contend with.
More weight. Bump, bump. Closer to easy.
Nothing yet. Whoa.
Kathy, we talked about the experience of last year, gold medal for Abby Marks, gold medal for Paige Papley. Does that make a difference? Oh boy, as we see that miss. Does it make a difference in a game at this stage of it, or is that out the window at this point?
You know where it helps both of those players is that they've been in this environment before. But in the case of Abby Marks, Selena called a different game than she did, and so this is now her team, and she's the one that has to throw last rock and has to call a strategy around a shot that she's comfortable with making. So it helps to the point of being comfortable in the environment, but that's
I'm
it.
gonna throw it to you guys a bit here. Like split center's good. Yeah. A little more than that, maybe.
As the gold medalist from 2018 settles in. Canadian gold, world champion gold in Aberdeen, Scotland. Lindsay Burgess.
Well, and a great chance to do what it was a Nova Scotia woman coined the phrase. It was Colleen Jones' Christmas tree, this stone, so that you show a little bit of the stone that you're going to hide and a little bit of the one behind. So it's really difficult to catch enough of either stone.
Hard, hard, hard. Nice shot, Linz. That's good. Nice shot. Really nice.
Do you like forever medium?
I don't mind medium.
I'm trying to remember the story, and you tell me, well, you usually do tell me if I'm wrong, and I'm okay with it this time. Was it not the great Colleen Jones, though, who reached out to Caitlin Jones with a jacket or a story to inspire her when she came over from Saskatchewan to Nova Scotia?
She did when they went to the Canadians. Colleen talked to the team and gave them one of her jackets and said, you know, you can be the Jones from Nova Scotia now, too. And when they went off to the Worlds, was very supportive of them.
Sorry.
Which are great stories that you love to hear, especially because Caitlin was from Saskatchewan, was made very much felt to be at home in Nova Scotia.
Good throw. Sorry.
Wait's close. Top four. Top four.
Got room,
Line.
running.
Top four. Line only.
Running.
Sliding right now.
Clean,
T-line.
clean. Easy then.
T-line.
Is it coming
Big.
down?
Start
We're
to
a little
go.
heavy.
Back four.
Hold on. Go. It's fine then.
And Lindsay's rock will settle back 8, at least half exposed from the hack.
Good job.
Keep.
It's okay.
Either she threw it soft or not enough ice, because that stone is exposed with back 8. So had she thrown sweeping weight, you would expect that her rock would be fully open on the other side.
Easy up. Pull. Little up. Close.
Devil's advocate time for me. Do you tap this all day long? That's the play, or would you avoid it and try go underneath the center guard? You talked about being aggressive.
If you want to score 2, you could easily ignore that stone and go around, because now ruling out will give your opponent a chance to make it even better.
Yeah.
How was Lindsay's?
A ton more.
Trying to remember what Briar it was, but I think about it when you watch a game like this, and I believe it was Carter Rycroft back in the day, and he said something along the lines of, let's quit being scared to lose. Let's go out and win.
He was playing with Kevin Cooey, and he said all week Kevin Martin, all week we have played to win, and today we're so afraid to lose. And they just turned it around completely.
Wait's close.
Come a little
Top
down.
four.
Top four. Line's gonna be okay. Line's okay.
Top four. Top eight.
You're over curling. No, it's
Easy,
not
no, don't
Kate.
switch. Don't switch.
Top four. Line only.
Top four.
Top four. No, don't touch it.
No, it needs to sit. T-line.
Sit.
Not a lot of rotation on
Good
that
shot, Taylor.
stone.
It's good. Good, Taylor.
But a tougher spot now for Team Alberta to deal with.
And it's interesting. That's 14-27, so the weight is definitely coming down.
So a good opportunity now to compare the skips after 7 ends.
Well, and it's interesting. In the Keys, we talked about the up and down roller coaster ride by both of these skips all week, putting up numbers in the high 90s, but also putting in numbers in 38, 40, 460s for Taylor Stevens. Neither is happy with their performance, and I do think it's been struggles with the broom in the right spot.
Player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And Kathy, I give this young lady credit. I don't know if it's by design or maybe she's zoned right in. Those numbers were on the big Jumbotron as she was sliding back. She did not even look up once. She just got in the hack and is ready to do her business.
Well, and that's what she's here to do, so that's great.
Hack up. Hack. Close. Yep.
8th end with hammer, Abby Marks, her first.
Hack up. Closer to bump.
By the guard, no problem. Little extra finish. Enough to move that redstone right out, and it will. And the shooter hangs on. Back 12.
Very nice. The key was sticking around and forcing play out in the wing, and she did just that.
11-9.
Hard pace, hard. Go, 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 go. Nice throw out. You got it.
Hear that big breath in the hack from Taylor Stevens. At this stage in the game, a must make for the young skip out of the Halifax Curling Club.
Whoa, girl.
Go. You gotta get it over here.
Hard to nose it.
She's had some struggles with her hits, the blanks as well, but no problem there. Good for her, right in the nose, and she sticks around.
Okay.
You got it, force. Make sure we force.
Yeah.
You hear that? Make sure we force, as this is the third consecutive end where Team Alberta, Abby Marks, looking for the blank and keep that hammer rolling. It's funny, at home you think, yeah, easy shot, you know, a blank, just throw it down the ice, make it go away. But with a chance to go to a Canadian final on the line, a lot more at stake, and she lets it fly. Final stone on the way here in 8.
Heel up. Big. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And that little extra push at the end. But no problem. She gets enough, makes it go away. There's some intensity in the building right now. A little bit of tension on the ice. Still tied up at 4, and Alberta still with hammer.
Hard blank.
Welcome back to the Canadian Juniors here on TSN. As we're just after 6 p.m. local time here in Langley. And one of these teams will move on to the championship gold medal game tomorrow and take on Mackenzie Zacharias from Team Manitoba. A lot of blanks, 3 in a row for Team Alberta and Abby Marks. So again, here at 9, throwing the yellow stones, it is Alberta with hammer. And a tough miss there for Nova Scotia as Kate Fitzgerald right through and missing that yellow stone.
We heard some of the talk as they went to the break. Nova Scotia saying we want to make sure that we force this end. Try to get some rocks in play, and even if you force them to 2, you want to have hammer coming home.
Added, though. Added.
Mine's good.
19-year-old Jamie Scott leads stones for Team Alberta.
Okay, rim. Top 4. Rim. Top 4. Still top 4. Okay, rim. Top 4. T. T-line. Coming down. Do it.
As Jamie also played in one of those U18s with Abby Marks back in 2017.
Oh, sorry.
He was a second. That was in Moncton.
You like hack?
I was thinking board.
Board?
Hack's fine.
Okay.
I like this.
Board.
Okay.
Yes.
Just hack.
Hard.
Kate Callahan
Hard
for Team Nova Scotia.
Hard
And now Lindsay off, but they want a little curl. So it's Kate's turn, and got their wires crossed there a little bit and drives that red stone right through.
I think they thought at that point, once they had already missed the outside, that if they could get the stone to curl over, they could run the stone straight back.
Big out. Wide.
Little up. Mine's a little tight.
Good self-talk from Paige
Mine's good.
as she went to throw, talking out loud about what her tolerance is, reminding herself where she can't be, and that is deep.
You see the coach and dad, Doug Marks, in the background. He's on the iPad rather. I don't know what an iPod is. Maybe they're coming out later. Apple will build anything. But Kathy, you've been there as a coach and a mom and, you know, a broadcaster here this week. Is it any easier doing what he's doing right now? At least he feels like he's busy in a game like this, than pacing around with the other parents? Or what is that like for a parent?
You know, it sometimes takes you out of the parental role when you're a coach, because for him, he's going to be looking at tendencies, what they're doing, what he's seeing. So if there's a timeout, he's talking about shot selection. He's talking about weights. He's talking about all of those things versus if you're a parent sitting in the crowd, you just want your child to do the best you can. I was a mess all week screaming for Jacques, but I said to you last year in calling the final, it took me out of that parental role into an analytical role, and it's easier to watch. And even though he can't come in and do anything, he's already making notes to himself about what he's going to say to Team Alberta at the break as they go to 10 to calm them down, talk about the game plan, and that way he can help.
I was going to say same throw.
You know, it's interesting, Kathy, being in the booth last year as you called your son in a final, a third for JT Ryan, and your nephew in Tyler Tardy, who made Canadian history by winning 3 in a row. Never been done before. Same as Sterling Middleton. Never been done before. And it's just interesting watching that dynamic, and we got to see Tyler before he takes off for BC Provincials in a quick chat, and a good luck to him. And even he admitted, yeah, it was a tough week. It was tough to maybe not be here, not competing in his hometown, his home rink. But we wish him all the best of success, and who knows, we could very well see him at the Briar coming up in Kingston.
Those two just ran really differently.
Inch more. Right there.
Well, Lindsay can throw Wade, and it is time to move some stones.
Sure. Do you like that?
I think we have.
You'll get these ones.
Okay.
Both of you.
You got it,
Both of
Lindsay.
you stay close.
Yeah.
Like you can, Lens. I underthrew my one's last end, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yellow granite piling up as Lindsay Burgess will try move it around.
Nice shot, Lindsay.
And 2 go, and look at now that red is welded right on the yellow stone.
That is a great shot. Not only makes the double, but sticks that shooter right on top of the yellow stone.
It's a little better. Yeah.
This is really good, Lens.
Clean, clean. Nice shot, Lindsay.
Nice shot, Lens. Heel. Yep.
Yep.
And this shot tells you again that this is a play for a blank. She could draw into lie 2. Instead, she's trying to clear all the front.
I don't hate playing this now.
I don't hate it, Lens. It's a force.
Just because the only other thing we have is this, and then we could go there.
I'm okay with either. It's edge.
Yeah, we always had that. And if you're top 4, I don't think it won't drag enough for them to get it.
I don't mind the draw.
The draw?
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, it just sucks if you over curl it and go there.
Yeah. Should we ask Mary?
So, I mean, is it still on edge?
Yeah. Put your broom down. Like an inch less, right there.
Yeah. If you could get to nose, it's pretty good.
Okay.
I think I like that better than the draw because I don't want to leave them that.
Okay.
Do you like board?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You got it, Lens. Like you can, here, Lens. Nice and positive.
So discuss 2 options. One is going around to lie 2. The problem is that the ice has curled more than they have anticipated tonight. So the fear is that if you over curl, even if you're 100% buried and you line up something that they're able to run their own stone back and get rid of it, that is why they're playing the tap now, to get rid of that yellow stone. And want to get as much to the nose as possible to make the double very tough, if not impossible.
If they lose this one, though, left it too long. No, they get it by, and what a shot. Yellow goes away, and just like that, Nova Scotia lying 2 without here in 9.
Well, that is great brushing. That stone moved a long way.
Good sweep on that, Kate.
She did not have very much room.
Look at that. Oh, God.
You know, one thing I've noticed in this game, Kathy, I don't know what you want to call it, being there before, been there, done that, quiet confidence, but Lindsay Burgess has provided it to Team Nova Scotia.
We talked about that in the start, that's the kind of confidence that you get from having been there before, not just at a national championship, but winning it.
I don't mind if she let her come here and then we.
Yeah.
Okay. Right there. Like all the way out. Yeah.
Even if she peels off again, I don't mind the gun.
You've got a couple of options now that you've got your opponent in a situation. You can come around here and go back here because there is no run back. The other thing she can elect to do is to play the guard, and the guard for this shot has to be on this side. Even if you show them access to this, that's okay, because there's no way to keep that as in the middle. You'd have to roll to the wing, and then Taylor would hit to lie 2, and that would be the force.
Halfway high.
Line's good. Look up.
Easy then.
Look up.
Line. Line's where? Prison.
Gotta finish right now.
Gotta finish it.
Finish it
Hard.
hard.
Hard finish.
Every inch. Hard finish. You got it.
Hard. Keep going. Hard.
Trying to create a little more curl, drag it over, and they will. The high guard for Team Nova Scotia and Taylor Stevens.
Now she guards the correct side. There is no double for Alberta, which forces Abby Marks to go around.
On this one.
Hog to hog, Kathy, what kind of time are we looking at here with the intern?
Well, it's come
or
down
outturn,
a little
sorry
bit.
for her.
It is, because she's a left-handed thrower. It has been 15, but the last couple that I've got have been in the 14, 14-3, 14-4 range. Don't forget, it's also moving 6 feet sideways.
Back 4. Backy. Back 4. Back 4.
Hey, yeah, line.
Top 4. Coming down.
Waits close
Hard line.
from the line that they're calling.
That's 14-3, so it's come down a full second from
Now,
earlier.
got to get it by that red stone. Kathy, can they get it? They will. What a scrub and a judgment and a shot.
That's a beautiful
from Abby Marks. That is a team shot right there for Team Alberta.
Well, that came down hard. They talked about back aid, but great judgment, great line call to make sure it gets by. Wow.
Hard. 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 Go. Hard, Paige. Go.
An inch.
Did you get to it with board?
What?
Could you get to it with board?
I don't hate just freezing to
Yeah,
it.
if you
can
don't
definitely get
have
it
very
with
much,
board.
I don't mind just this.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Time out, Taylor.
Yeah. Time out.
So Nova Scotia, their first timeout. They get 2 in the game. A lot of time left as well with their thinking time. So Mary Matitel will come out, the coach of Team Nova Scotia.
What are you playing? What are you playing?
The freeze.
Yeah, the force is the way to go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought when you were looking at that.
No.
Yeah, I think that's the. You cut down the scoring zone. You're gonna have hammer in the next end.
Yeah.
We have control of the next end. So I think that's the shot to play.
I agree.
You got it, guys. Okay, good sweeping.
What did you say the hog was?
14-6.
There's the play. You freeze it. There's still going to be an opportunity to draw in for 2 for Alberta, but that scoring zone is going to be full 4-foot. There's very little play on this outside stone to make that shot. Very difficult, and so anywhere corner frozen, no bounce is the key.
And Kathy, the way we saw that first stone of Abby's walk in, that New Holland logo with the yellow stone, you wonder if that might even get in the way in trying to make that draw.
It may if she corner freezes. I understand exactly.
You know what I mean? Like just
do.
to have enough room to get there for a second shot. First things first, so we'll see where this stone ends up. It is the final stone of the ninth end for Taylor Stevens without hammer in a 4-4 tie here in 9. Keep in mind her in turn, but Abby's out turn.
Well then, back 4. Wait, should we just take a bye? Yeah. Hard Kate, go. Kate, go.
Don't want to wick it and leave it wide open.
Whoa. Okay.
And now the opportunity for 2 for Team Alberta and another unforced error for Team Nova Scotia.
Take the risk.
I think light all day was good there. Was it not, Kathy, more so than that?
That is true because it closes that side down, but even the decision to go a little bit earlier, you heard the sweeper saying it's back 4, should we go? If they jump that a little bit earlier, it gets by that Yellowstone and could very easily have been shot buried. Oh, Alberta's called a timeout now.
So he's got his license, his passport, and he's good to go here as the head coach, Doug Marks.
We have to be careful with this one, guys, because if it gets going on us and we pick our yellow out, we're giving up 3.
So what kind of weight would you play?
Draw. Do you want to just throw a heavy draw?
Yeah, just tap it back, because at least...
We're shot.
I know, but that spot really curls there, so you probably don't want to throw any more than back 8, back 12. Just tap it back.
Okay.
It's just a tricky spot.
What kind of ice?
What are you thinking?
Yeah, maybe like mid-12. Should I think like edge 8?
Do you want to just throw a draw?
Yeah.
Yeah, once you just throw a draw, you just throw it. Take a few inches more ice and make sure you're there.
All we need, hey? All right, you got it. Okay. Keep your focus. We only got one more end.
Okay, let's make this.
You know, that last comment from Mary Matatal to me stands out so much. A long week, a grinding week. Keep your focus. You got an end left. Stay on point.
So the discussion from the coach was the concern that she might tick this stone. That stone is over buried. I don't think that's going to be the issue. So he's talked to them about ignoring it and playing, oops, I beg your pardon, with a yellow stone, not 2 reds. Work with me here.
Have you started the wine without me?
Goodness gracious. To draw in, that's not an easy draw, and it looks really easy, but it's forcing her out a little bit wider. We know that it runs and then it cuts really hard. I think you could play back 12 at this stone. It'll just go very naturally into it.
Hey, Jamie, close. Line's good. Whoa. Hair up.
So they've got an opportunity here for 2 in 9. Final stone on the way. Team Alberta, Abby Marks.
Back 12.
Paige Papley needs us to curl over. Keep cutting it. Move the red stone enough. Stick around. And it will not.
Yep.
So just the single opportunity miss for Team Alberta and Abby Marks. And now coming home, it is Taylor Stevens, Nova Scotia, with hammer, down by 1. It is our second semifinal of the day, and it comes down to this 10th and 5-4. You see the scoreboard. And what's on the line? A chance to go to the gold medal game tomorrow and take on Team Manitoba, and an opportunity loss for Abby Marks as she had the chance to come back, the quiet tap for 2,
Top 12.
and settle for the single. So that's where we stand. 5-4 Alberta coming home. It is Nova Scotia with the red stones and hammer for Taylor Stevens.
Right around?
Yeah.
Like you can, Kate. Deep breath.
No, that deep breath comment is, it doesn't matter whether you're playing juniors or women's or at any level.
Mine's the same.
When you're in the 10th end of a game that is within reach to put you into a Canadian final, the adrenaline starts flowing, your legs start getting a little bit jittery, and that deep breath comment was a very, very good comment. That's the kind of experience from Lindsay Burgess, that those little things that you expect to hear and do.
Sit. Nice shot, Kate.
And that deep breath paying off. Top button. And Nova Scotia with hammer line 2.
Just a hair on your side. Yep.
All right, Kate.
Can I just throw peel? Shirt.
Paige Papley, peel on the way for Team Alberta.
Hard.
Do we ever hit and roll?
This isn't bad.
I don't hate that. That's what I was thinking.
I don't hit and roll. What?
Do we hit and roll?
I can't hear you.
Do we hit and roll?
Hit and roll?
Yeah, but they do that.
If we ever roll out, though.
Yeah. I don't mind the guard too.
Like, if you're a 3, it's not even bad.
I don't mind the corner
Yeah, I like
freeze. Where do you want it preferably then?
Like half in the 12-foot.
Okay.
Yeah, if we freeze.
I don't think you ever consider the hit and roll, because if you roll out, that's a relatively easy double, and then you're forced into taking your single, and the advantage goes back to Alberta. You've got a chance to corner freeze, and Alberta has to chase. There are lots of rocks still to come here in 10.
Wait,
the hair up.
Give it to you guys. Make it good.
Looks
Where?
up.
Look. Top 12, 3.
Lindsay.
Legs. You
Keep
gotta
the
go.
line.
Gotta
You
go
gotta
line.
Switch.
Hard line.
Switch. Well, just leave it. Just leave it. It's fine. It's good.
Okay, that's not bad.
Same thing. That's good, Kate.
That was better.
Yeah. Aggressive release here.
Talked about moving up the lineup last year. Paige, that gold medal as a lead. This year, a second, and obviously a lot more high hard ones and hits for this young lady. And being asked here again in the 10th end. Bang them back and just missed that back red one, but one will go.
Now that she promoted the other one in the house, so it is still Nova Scotia line 2.
Good throw.
A little big right now. Back 8.
No.
Where?
Back 8.
Back 8.
No.
We can't go.
It's trying.
No. We still can't touch it.
Back here. Lindsay. Lindsay. Hard roll off. Hard.
Trying to get that stone as deep as they could to not have that happen.
And now the pocket's there if
I don't mind the freeze.
Alberta so chooses.
Hey. Kate. Did you guys get a time on that?
I got 13.5, 13.7 on that.
A great opportunity for Alberta to utilize those stones and tuck it right in the pocket.
Well, you called her
Line's good.
Calder Clifford, and here's a chance for the rookie to make a big shot for her team here in 10.
Back 4. Back 8.
Hey, Rim. Bumping a little bit.
And you wonder if that's the stage of the moment and some adrenaline in that leg kick, knowing you have a bit of backing, but you want to use your brushers in that instance.
I would say that was the case for the last 2 stones. You don't feel like you're kicking any harder, but
Right there.
your heartbeat is racing a little bit more.
Do you like that?
You know, I'll
Yeah,
never
are
forget
they
our good
gonna
friend Cheryl Bernard at the Olympic curling trials in Edmonton, and she had to
Probably.
make that draw, and
You won't
she
be
tells the
behind
story. I
me.
had to literally tell myself the leg kick is
I'm
going to
not
be
sure how else we get
way
that
more
out.
for that draw, and I
can't
have
really-
to settle it down.
Do it like the guard?
I don't think so.
Do we ever do something with the guards?
But then we leave theirs in. I can't believe I missed that. It's okay.
I'm just worried that if we play that and they follow us down and make it perfect, how do we get out of it?
Peel? I mean, I don't know. I don't see
actually,
what else
I don't
we
mind
have.
it, I guess. Now that I'm here, there's more space than I thought.
Okay, do you like hack?
Okay.
Okay, you got it.
I think you got to get rid of that stone. I know that Lindsay's talking about playing the double peel out front, but then you're forced,
Okay,
for sure.
I don't mind that.
Here's a chance to hit and roll inside.
Okay, like you can, Lindsay.
You got it, Lindsay.
And it is true that if they come down, it's going to be very difficult, but
And follow the back
it
line
is
and see if
only
you can
Lindsay's first. There's still going to be 3 stones left that they can peel, but if you make this good
Just hack here.
and Alberta rolls off, you have a chance to come down on top and there will be no shot
The spot
for
goes a
Alberta.
little bit, so just stay close.
Yep.
Wait's a little down. Hack. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yes.
And now this stone is starting to make its move towards those center rocks.
Whoa.
And this looks like it's all over the red and is.
Sit.
Sit down.
It's good. It's good.
And the shooter will hang on. But shot stone right now is Team Alberta.
That's good, Linz. Kind of hurts our peel options.
Yeah. Do you like Christmas treeing it? Pardon? You just like the Christmas tree or come to the back? Yeah.
Does Colleen Jones get $5 every time that's said out loud? Does she get
Be
a
wealthy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah. Do you guys like that? Like top 4, top 8? Yeah, just tuck a corner. Yeah. I think so. Like full 4, Abby? Yeah. Okay.
So the Christmas tree effect here would be that only part of that shot stone is open and any sort of tick sideways could actually jam on the Nova Scotia stone. But needs to get another stone in the 4-foot as well.
Mine's a hair tight. Mine's a little tight. Top 8. Mine's good. Whoa, needs to curl. Top 4. Top 4, T. Are we to it? Yes. Just top 4, just top 4. It's too late now. Just top 4, just top 4. Yep. Nope. Just top 4. Okay, it's not bad.
So Alberta without 1-2 right now in this 10th end.
You like 9?
Didn't get the finish. Just off nose for the double.
Okay, let's make this, guys. You got it, Linz. Tons of time.
We talked about her experience. Her experience was as a lead with Caitlin Jones, but it's still hit the broom, throw the right weight for the shot.
Kate. Curl. Kate, go. Kate, you gotta push that.
And she's floated this a little bit outside.
Sit.
And just avoids the jam. Yellow goes still. Shot stone Team Alberta. You wonder again, case of that adrenaline.
Sit.
It's good. Fine.
Tough to coach that, Kathy. I mean, that's something you just have to learn yourself.
Well, you just have to break it down. It's not a double in the 10th end that could go to a Canadian final. It's sitting in the hack and looking at the broom and thinking I'm throwing 9, 5, or 10. I'm going to throw it at the broom, and I'm going to trust it's in the right spot, and Taylor's going to call it. It's when you try to make the double that those sorts of things start to play in your hand, and she just flipped it that little bit wide.
Should be close. Okay.
Down to skip stones here in 10 in a very closely contested game.
Line's good, little tight.
Semi-final at the New Holland Canadian Juniors. Alberta, Nova Scotia. This one on the way from Abby Marks.
Little tight. Room.
Top 8, top 4. Room. Top 4. Gotta go, Jamie. Go, 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 go. Go, buddy, go. Top 4. Hard, Jamie. Got a berry piece. Got a berry piece. Go, Jamie. Go, go, go. Hard, Jamie. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. That's really good.
And they go enough to, I believe, be second shot stone in a bit better position now for Team Alberta than the previous setup.
Not sure if they are second, Brian. I think it might be the red one at the back.
Sucks if you go right back onto it.
Yeah, first I messed up the Super Bowl date, and now I
If you
got
get
that
right
wrong.
by it,
My
you're
goodness.
probably over curling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second?
Does a good job, though, of covering off that shot stone,
I'm not sure it really matters.
forcing Taylor to make a play at it.
Do you want to call time?
Sure.
So another timeout here for Nova Scotia, and that's their final timeout. And once again, Mary Matatal.
Like, I think it's close to being there. Like 9-5. Yeah.
Well, those stones don't have to go out of play. They just have to move out of the forefoot.
Yeah, I think if you barely get by the guard, you might overcurl
I
it.
think you can get to nose. Like it's literally a
This on
sliver.
nose though is close.
Well, that was the other thought, was to run that back. This is your saver over there if you have to have it. So, do you think you can get by that one?
Yeah,
Peeling
I
it
think it's
again
close.
gives her
You
another
said
chance.
we had like here. Yeah, it's buried like that much from down there.
Yeah.
But do you think the 5 jams on the 1 even if we make it?
You have to. I think
I think you just watch it and you have to take it as far as you can, even if it does.
Do you like 9-5 or 10?
I think you just throw your 10.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
mind
need
10.
to just have it curl a little bit.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
hate it.
We don't even need it to go all the way out. Like if
No.
you can,
Yeah.
even if it, that's
Yeah,
fine.
you're hitting it right at the 5, right?
Right.
Show me where you're going to hit it.
As close to nose as possible.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, and plan B is to hit and roll away, because you still have this hit and roll in.
Yeah, this doesn't kill us. She's gonna do the same thing.
She's gonna, and who knows what happens the second time. So, but always keep this open for last option. You
Well,
can do this, Taylor.
Mary wants to make sure that she reinforces this message that on your last shot you have the hit and roll in if you need it. But the call for sure is to play this stone and it goes there. But they talked about 9-5. You could hear in Taylor thinking that because it's a double, she has to throw really up weight. Mary reinforcing that even 10's okay. I don't even know that you need 10. You can even throw less to make sure that you get the curl. As long as that yellow stone is out, that's success.
All right, Kathy, quickly the game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
We had a hockey analogy earlier, and now we've got a golf analogy in 3 and 4. Taylor's last shots, not tailor-made, and that led to a 3 and a steal. And the 9th end, well, that was a costly miss by Alberta, and that's why we're still in a who's going to the final.
So the second timeout used.
10.
And the stone on the way here from Taylor Stevens.
Oh, they jumped that out of her hand. Doesn't need to.
Right over, Kate. Slow. Straight, 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 straight. Hard, hard, hard.
They're now trying to hold it, and they will. And they'll jam the back red. And where does that yellow go? Looks like far enough for a third shot stone, but it is Alberta lying 1, back 4.
I like this though. You just threw it. Okay. Do you want to call time on this? I think you take. We can. Do you want to? Yeah.
So now Alberta their final timeout, and again, Doug Marks.
You take a little more ice, and then your tolerance is a hair light. And if you sit it here, like that's also really good too, right? Yeah. Because yeah. Yeah, we're definitely second over here. Okay. We called this time. I think we just take a hair more ice and sit it right here. I don't.
Even, I think like up here is pretty good.
Are we sure we're second? Or we throw it here again?
We're second.
Yeah, we're
We
second.
Are. We are.
It's not bad if you go top forefoot just biting, like so you're covering about half your rock, because it makes her in-turn draw harder too, right?
Like exactly where Abby's last one was?
Yeah, pretty good. Could go curl maybe another inch, but that's pretty good.
Even if we're here, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Are we
If
sure
you go
they're
there,
second
she
shot,
does
Kathy?
have that other draw
It
for
looks like
one,
it
which
is.
Yeah, okay.
we are
They're down
second
there
too.
with a
And
better
they're pretty
view.
confident that they are.
Yeah. They need to be
I
in
wasn't
here. You
as
wanna be
convinced,
third
but
shot so that
we'll trust
they
them.
Get the double for the big one, so watch out for that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's go. Jamie.
Oh. Sorry. Oh.
Okay, let's do it, guys.
All right. Same thing. Okay. Same weight there.
Well, that was huge that yellow stone on the right, as we look at it, is second shot, because playing a double for Taylor Stevens on her final stone won't help her to score multiple points to win. If that stone had gone just another couple of inches out, then this becomes a much more precise shot for Abby Marks, because a double could be a victory. So this now becomes about covering about half of the shot stone so that it's not an open hit. But if you get to the center line, it curls so much with the other turn that it all of a sudden gets in the way. And so Taylor will have to go way out in the 12-foot in order to get the draw to the, well, it's not hearts, to the New Holland leaf.
Little down. Okay, Jamie. No, line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Gotta go for weight. It'll go, babe. It'll go.
Final stone here for Alberta in 10 in this semifinal.
Yep. Okay, whoa. Keep it moving. Whoa. Top 8. Not even. Top just tight. Leave it. Leave it. Just tight.
And there it sits, top 12. So Alberta pretty confident they're 1-2. And one stone to come now from Taylor Stevens and Nova Scotia.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't stress. Well, we just saw this path when she threw it. I don't mind coming this way. Yeah, that path could be a little foggy now. We've seen this a couple times. Yep. There, I think. I think that's close. Yep. Yeah, like you can here, Tay.
So she's got that wide in turn, but you heard them saying a little foggy, meaning they feel that it may be a little bit flatter.
Deep breath. We got you. You got it, Taylor. 95.
Yeah, I like 95. Like it.
So this is coming down to the stone, needs to tap it back a little bit, or if it's really catching that movement, can come on top of it for the single and the tie.
You heard Mary Matatall, their coach, say it. Ladies, one end to go. Keep your focus. And we've heard it a few times. Deep breath, you got this. And she needs this right now. Down by one with hammer. Final stone on the way. Taylor Stevens to keep her gold medal hopes alive here in Langley, BC.
We need it. Curl, then curl. Hard, Kate. Curl hard. Right over, Kate. We need it. Hard, Kate. You gotta go.
Sounding heavy, and now all they can to carve it over. Kate Fitzgerald, can she get it over enough? Has to curl more and move it enough, and will she? Just for the single. As Fitzgerald did enough to carve it over. One on the board for Nova Scotia, and we're not done yet. 5-5 after 10. Extra end coming up as Abby Marks looking to make it 3 wins in a row to get herself into the gold medal game tomorrow. Stick around.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Welcome back to our coverage. New Holland Canadian Juniors on TSN from Langley, BC. And I guess for Team Alberta, it's only fitting they had to go through not one, but 2 tiebreakers. They make it to the women's semifinal versus Nova Scotia, and now an extra end. That was a nice shot in 10 from Taylor Stevens to tap it enough, get the single. But now in 11, as we're all tied up at 5, it is Abby Marks in Alberta with hammer throwing the yellow stones. And as you can see, lead stones on the way. This one from Jamie Scott.
Great shot just made by Kate Fitzgerald to get around those 2 guards.
Now the attempted tick shot, and she will move it over.
13-6.
Halfway high here, Kate. You got it, Kate.
I'm gonna give it to you guys.
Okay. Yep.
Kate Callahan, second stones for Team Nova Scotia.
You're all there.
Where? 3? No. Clean?
No.
No.
No, just a two.
No,
We're two. We're good.
Let it sit. No.
We're
Don't
deep
touch
two.
it.
Deep
Where?
two.
Sit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. It's good, Kate.
Good. Kate, that's good.
Well, approaching 11 p.m. local time in Halifax right now, and you can bet all eyes are glued to the TV, and we thank you for hanging with us here on TSN to see if Taylor Stevens can get Team Nova Scotia into that gold medal game tomorrow.
Yep. Whoa.
Cleanup time now for
Whoa.
Paige Papley.
Yep. Yes, hard.
And just missing that red stone top four.
Well, for Alberta, there is starting to be a lot of granite out front. They're going to need a couple of double peels just to open something up for Abby.
All right, I kind of like this because if we can tuck it.
Well, Abby Marks, Kathy, this week 2-0 in extra end games, and this is the first extra end game of the championship for Taylor Stevens.
No room. No.
Where?
Halfway.
Lindsay. Lindsay, you gotta go. You really
Lindsay, gotta move it. Straight, Kate, top theirs.
No. No.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I think we have to, Abby.
So like medium or easy?
I like medium.
Hey.
Now, this is a huge opportunity for Alberta. You have to move that stone off the top of the four. If Paige is able to hit and roll underneath some of that granite, will be a huge help to her team.
Hard. Yep.
Go, go, go.
Hard. Yep. Hard goal.
Roll, roll, roll.
And another unforced error for Team Alberta.
You got it, Lindsay. How deep?
Two.
Okay.
Well, both teams trading opportunities to close the door on the other team and just not able to do so.
I think, Kathy, that's the actual game story. No one has really put the clutch down and taken advantage of the chances that they both had.
Leave it close. I gave it some.
Nova Scotia will attempt again to guard that stone in the 12th or the 4 foot.
Lean it. Two. Lean it. Always curl.
Do we have
Okay,
to
go
finish?
now. Finish, finish. Hard finish. Hard, hard, hard. You gotta go. Hard. Keep going. Hard.
And covering about half that stone. You're actually right behind the sheet, Kathy. You have a better look.
She's got at least half.
I'm over half.
Okay, easy.
I like easy.
This looks like a lot, but it'll be good. Okay. Just easy on this.
Easy up.
Yep.
Alberta could use one right now. Catherine Clifford
Yep. Hard.
trying to navigate around that guard.
Hard. Hard.
Just by it. Away goes the red, so Alberta removes it, shot stone, but again, pretty much wide open for Nova Scotia.
Well, a really good shot. That hole looks way bigger than it is. Gets through.
Okay.
Good throw, Catherine. Really good sweep, Jamie.
Okay, both of you stay close here.
Yeah.
The other thing that did is that even though it didn't roll over, for Lindsay Burgess, even if she makes this perfectly and rolls, the stone is now in the 8 foot, and there's always going to be an in-turn for Abby Marks as a left-hander, so an out-turn for the right-handed people that are listening to get to the 4 foot. So she's moved that stone up to give her more real estate.
Yes. 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 A little hard.
Through the port and a little flip to the inside. That's still accessible.
Well, it either goes really hard or the last couple of stones haven't been able to move enough. Still half to 3/4 open.
Easy, down. Yep. Little down. Yep. Easy. Whoa.
5 extra end games the entire championship, and this is the 3rd for Team Alberta. As mentioned, they've won the previous 2. Through the port again. Will the shooter stick around? Looks like it will. Hang on in the weeds in the 12-foot. But still a mess of rocks up front for Nova Scotia to use without Hammer here in the extra.
Well, she got it removed. That was key. And it wouldn't have mattered if she had rolled to the 8-foot. Nova Scotia would be going around this in either case.
Like you can here, Taylor. Nice movement there, so even if she does berries.
And just a reminder, too, for our viewers, the thinking time resets for both teams, and each team does get another timeout in this extra end. Skip stones here in 11.
Like to go. A little down.
Mine's good right now.
Top 8, top 12. Go. Mine's good. We really gotta go, Lynn. Hard, done. Hard. We're not in. It's not there. Curl, you gotta leave a pat. Okay.
Boy.
I don't mind that.
There? Yeah.
What was it?
405.
What do you think, Maurice? Here?
That wall of granite on the right-hand side.
Oh. You guys think it'll be good out this far?
Yeah. Have we even thrown out that wide? No. It might be very similar. Okay.
What do you make of this ice in an extra end during a long game here, Kathy?
You know what? I think that for Taylor, she wasn't going to overthrow the last one. I've seen the times get a little bit slower.
Yeah, I do like this. Should be very similar to the path you just threw. Just because I think
Great opportunity here for Alberta to make a really good one, so that any of those stones, and those are long raises. That's what Taylor's thinking about right now. Which one can I raise that I know the best? But if this stone is in full 8-foot, it makes that shot very difficult.
Can Abby Marks apply a little bit of pressure, a little heat on Taylor Stevens here in 11 with Hammer, her first. Already lying one, but well out in that 12-foot as you saw.
Just tight. Hard. Half tight. Hard.
And you just saw Taylor Stevens come up short, and it looks like this one's going to graze and not get there either.
I'm sorry, dude. 15.
Oh, that was funny.
That path isn't bad out there.
So the door back open here for Taylor Stevens. What can she do with her final rock?
She need a bit more weight.
Yeah.
I think
Well, it's the
this one's
tap.
the-
It's
if we
just
play a
which
tap,
one.
I think we go on this one. That's.
I agree with Kate. You got a whole house to go to on the
I know, but do
corner.
you think it'll just over curl too much?
Well, you're going to have to, you got to play backline weight, but you got a
How do we-
whole
How
house.
do we
Yeah,
get
you gotta
to
hit
it?
like
I
half
think
a
like
rock.
half of it. But how do we get to it?
Well, that one didn't curl
Okay.
over here.
Yeah, she's right. If we throw back line.
Back line.
If we had these two guards up here to guard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you might
true.
split it out. This is it, you guys. Yep.
Yep.
I think it's gonna
there?
hang for a while because you're gonna have.
I think we should keep Kate on it right away to keep it as straight as possible.
Okay.
Because I think it will curl.
Backline weight. You got it. You got it. Get as much of it.
All right.
Well, I like Mary's messaging. It's always very positive. She starts with a positive message. She closes with a positive message.
Like 3/4.
Talks about what the ice is going to do and just puts a lot of confidence
Like
You can
that?
hit it.
in Taylor before she goes down.
Be brave.
You got it, Taylor.
What time? 70?
Back line.
I was thinking a 60. It's slowing down.
I like a 65, especially because we're out here.
Okay.
So you see the situation, a ton of rocks in play. The one yellow in the house, in the wings in the 12-foot. Alberta with Hammer, and one rock to come for Team Nova Scotia. Taylor Stevens, the timeout was called. Some nervous young women on the ice looking on. And the final stone on the way. Taylor Stevens has to advance that red rock at least full 12 and would love to get it buried behind all that granite in front. Here we go, last chance for Nova Scotia. A big scrub the entire way. There's the hit, but how much weight? And it will spill right through, and with that, Abby Marks does not even have to throw her final stone. Team Alberta, 2 tiebreaker wins, a win in the semifinal, and how about this? They are off to the gold medal game here in Langley, BC.
Well, this is something you would expect that this Alberta team would be very tired, but they have found a way to roll, but the discussion after the game has to be tactics. So many times they had a chance to put pressure on. They played nervous. You have to play to win, and that's what they're going to have to do tomorrow, and they certainly got the chance to do that.
Well, the Alberta women, since 2012, 5 titles and a chance for number 6 tomorrow. They'll take on Team Manitoba, Mackenzie Zacharias, who has yet to lose all week long, and we cannot wait to bring it to you.
The 2020 New Holland Canadian Junior Championships is brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
It wasn't pretty at times, Kathy, but they got the job done. As Abby Marks and Paige Papley a chance to go back-to-back gold this year, and there is your final. Mackenzie Zacharias, 10-0, first in that championship pool, will take on Abby Marks. You can watch it noon Eastern time on TSN 1 right across the network. After that, it is the men's final, so 2 Manitoba teams chasing gold. Jacques Gauthier taking on Daniel Bruce, who beat Saskatchewan in the semifinal earlier today. That is also on TSN 1. That is Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. 2 games in the books on semifinal Saturday here on TSN at the New Holland Canadian Juniors. And what a run for Team Alberta. 3 straight wins to get into that gold medal game. That'll do it for today from Langley, BC. We'll see you tomorrow from the Juniors on TSN.